I think we're good. All right, let her rip. So hedged. Do we have another hedged? We have like hedge 57, don't we? We have two.
That's frayed 57.
Oh, frayed 57. I thought we had another hedged.
We have.
It just sounds familiar. So when he said, "Oh, first time poster," I was like, "Wait a minute."
I think hacked off maybe. Hedged, hacked off. I don't know. I mean.
Yeah, I don't. I could be confusing it with an older member, previous member. We have a lot of people. But I just talking with Erwin. We have 9,000 demos out on our Ninja tools.
Wow.
Can you believe? He gave me that number yesterday. I was shocked by that. Just shows you how big that market is. 9,000 demos. Right? So the reason I know that is because he's having difficulty keeping track of all the because of the way Ninja does it with machine ID. So we're working on a solution there.
All right. I mean, we got
a few. Hey, we got a few come. Hey, James M. Rock on. Yeah, James and I are pulling our hair out over that Ethereum count.
I was preoccupied yesterday while we were at the beginning, of course, when you were talking to me yesterday's live stream. I was going over all the insurance stuff and with Dom, but then someone said about how you got his chart and you said bottom, I forgot what it was, bottom left or something like that, and then you grabbed top right, and they just said they died laughing because you're sitting there. You said it. You said the correct one, and you clicked the adjacent one. It's just like, oh my God.
I know. Well, there's a lot of things clicking in front of me. I got a lot of shit to keep track of.
I was like,
to get this.
Sam's on autopilot.
Yeah,
so.
I kind of go into autopilot on this because I've done this for, how long have I been doing this? I used to do this in well, shit, this would be in the 90s. I used to go around, I used to travel around to hotel meeting rooms, and I would do seminars like this, essentially teaching very similar content. I mean, that is, at least 20 plus years ago. Now, I don't know if anybody goes to any of those. That used to be a big thing, right? People would go to trading events, and there would be speakers and teachers. And now,
yeah, I actually went to one. I think it was before I met you. I went to one in Austin.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Chris.
Chris Dunn.
Yes.
It was good. Of course, looking back now, you're like, what the hell? Because it was 5 Bitcoin, but it was Bitcoin was not that much at that point. So, but now you look back and you're like, that was a very expensive.
Yeah. Very expensive. Yeah, good for him. Worked out well for him.
Great for he played that very well, which he's
good.
Been in the space for a long time. Yeah,
he's got a personality. He's I've seen some of his stuff. He's not bad. All right, we got about
13. A little slow today.
15. Oh, I hope people are.
Everything turns red, and everyone's like, "No."
Yo, hey, how do I say that? Tarmo, Gravity Anti. He's a reg. JWC, hey guys, our Cal, Cafe Ants on the daily. We are going up. We're having lower volume as Bitcoin is. I think it's an ABC correction, which is over now. We can come down. Okay, let's take a look at that. Well, I think Bitcoin's on our list today. Try to get to 20 before we start.
You want to start with that one first? I think.
You want me to start with Bitcoin?
Yeah, why not? I think.
Well, we'll get when we get 20. Well, let's see. Because I changed my count a bit here because I think with the extension here, might revisit this. So we'll get when we get our 20, we'll get it rolling. I'll do Bitcoin first, but then I got to do Diamond Lee because I know he has it in here too.
Yeah. So do yours and then pull up his after you do yours and see if he's got something different.
I'm pretty sure he's in there. Oh, Gravity gave me and Q. Yeah. Well, this is a good lineup. Okay, so what do we got? All right, one or two more, and we'll get her rolling here. I always go back too far. Wait, where is it? Oh, shit, I lost my spot. There it is. Okay. All right, guys, we got it. Oh shit! All right. I guess we'll go ahead and start here. We'll shit. I mean, most people watch it after the fact anyway. All right, so guys, right, so since this looks like regs, right, so you guys know what we're doing here. This always It's a combination, right? So we do this for the members. Now, of course, we like to get some exposure as well, right? So people are drawn to this. They can see our style, how we approach it. But I want you to see, I mean, this is the experience you'll have as a member. It's because I want it to be interactive. I don't want to just be feeding charts. I want you guys, so it's almost like I want you to teach it back to me. And I think that we do that because I think that's an effective way to teach and learn. You never learn something better than when you're forced to teach it. So in these charts, I'm asking the members to teach it back to me. And I think it sticks for them better, and then they think more than rather, well, fuck, we'll just throw up a chart and let's see what he says. So that's the reason we do it. But as a result of it, we get so many really solid setups as we work through it together. And I'm never really, it's not about critiquing. It's more just, okay, how are we progressing? Are you grasping the concepts? Is there something I can offer in here that might maybe make you think twice, or another way to look at it? So that's often what we're doing. But you hear me say this, I mean, I think the big benefit here for those that are watching that are not members, that are YouTube subs, is the trade setups are just often some of the best trades I've had in the last 6 months have come from things that I spy. Well, we can't track everything. So let me get started with Bitcoin here. So the reason I've changed this a little bit is because this has been such a big leg. So it was always a question, could we call this the one, and then we do an ABC, and we could do it that way. I liked it a little more when we were right here because that was a 1618. But then I just measured it again today to see, well, I could probably squish some sort of a diag in here. So it would have to be, the 1, 2 almost doesn't matter. It'd have to be 3, 4, and then you're digging a diag out of that 1. But the reason I think that could play well here is how far we've gone. It does also really emphasize the flat here, right? So we really get a look at what a flat looks like, right? Oh, ABC, ABC, and then we finish with that 5. So I think it's a pretty solid count. This is very telling, right? This is just, God, like you can't script it any better than that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up we go. So we have a great contender here for the 3 to be in. Now, in context, like, did we hit anything from above, right? Because, of course, the question you always are asking, okay, why we stop here? Why can't we keep going? Well, so just looking at the chart, well, this might be some piece of it, right? We're just right on the edge. Well, so you think of it this way. We're right on the edge of this high volume node, right? So to get in there, there's going to be selling resistance there. So I'll just grab what I can see. Ooh, boy, that's tight, isn't it? That's close. Do we have another pivot there? I don't think we do. That's interesting. So it looks like we've broken by just all right, so you got to make sure you're right on them. Right, so if this is coming down, then it looks like we do have a break. Oh, let's get these. Yeah, looks like they are spot on. Get them on. Get this one on. Okay, that's as on as they can be. Boom, that's a little baby break. That's a break. Right, so a little bit of a push now. Of course, look what comes off of it. Right, so makes you wonder. Could it be just the structure here we're playing off of right here? I mean, it's to a tick, right? So but certainly, so what that does is, right now that, could we be heading down here to that algo target? Well, of course we could. But what it's doing is it's giving you a little more conviction in the bull side here. So this is a little bit of a tell. It's not enough. We didn't get a candle that closed above it, but that's a little bit of a baby hint. That indeed, if indeed this is just that we're starting the, right, we don't know where that's going, but if we're going to come back again, the fact that we had a little baby break here gives you more conviction into the idea that we're going to head up and break. Now, maybe we head towards second target. Now, there will be more up there that we'll have to get through. I cannot figure out why I keep getting that. I just don't understand it. But this was, if this is, oh shit, I got busted by purists last night. Sorry guys, allergy attack. And I should clear this up, right? Because you got to know the rules before you start breaking them. All right, so a couple of members who got me on this. Was it Gravity Andy? I think it may have been Gravity Andy, and then a YouTube sub. in Prechter Elliott, and I make that distinction between Elliott, Ralph Nelson Elliott, and Prechter's adaptation of Elliott. Per Prechter's rules, you can't have two combos in a triangle. So the way I'm counting the initial move down as a WXY and then going here into a WXY is a rule break. Now, I often classify my Elliott as a bit dirtier, right? I'm not a purist. And as far as I'm concerned, a 3 is a 3, right? But see, I can do that a little more easily because I know the rule, right? I know I'm breaking the rule there, but as an educator, I should be sure that you guys know the rule first. So how do we solve that? Well, it's pretty easy to do, right? All right, so for the purists out there, that's how you would do it, right? So we just turn this into a 5, 3, and then now you have to do this, right? You can't finish it with an ABC if it's going to be an ABC. So I think you've got to dig yourself into 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we do get that nice finish of that 5 down there. So that cleans up for the purist amongst you. But again, know the rule before you break it. So as we have that little break here, this is, boy, is that really starting to look like a nice setup here. What are we looking for? We're looking for that A wave. So if we're, let's see, I'm going from the higher pivot, right? That's where we're, another way to think of it is we kind of map this out, right? With the exception of that wick, we're coming into all of this congestion here where we see the high volume, just pull it across, right? You kind of understand why we might hit some resistance. Now, you will note here, and you'll note my alert there, if we can get through that, there's a pretty clear path to get to the next one, right? So there's just an air pocket here, right? Because we just went right through it. So there was no structure there. This is the next target here. Call that 54. So if we can get through this, that we trigger here, good chance we could get up there and threaten that golden zone. Now, this would be surprising, right? If we're going to, right? I mean, just look at that. Right? Does that look like, well, it's not that it couldn't happen, right? It just does, right? If that's what we get here, are we anticipating a big monster break there in the 5th? Why would you, that would be abnormal. Why are we anticipating that? I think that may be, a couple of too many hits on the hopium pipe, right? So that would look much more like a nice clean 5 that would give us a contender for the A wave, which is all we're trying to do here. Well, let me rephrase here. If it's going to play as a triangle here, we need an A wave, right? So that would be the ideal spot for it, right? We can kind of, as we went, oh God, that's going to take a minute to load. Right, so here, that's what we're after, that little pocket there. So, and then here would be the rule, right? So because I don't think you can finish that as a 5. I mean, it looks like you could, right? This is why I break the rule, right? It looks like, oh, what is the big fucking deal, Sam? There's your 5 right there. Yeah, let's see your subdivision. I don't think you can do it. Well, just look at the finish, right? You've got this right now, and we truncate. You can tell me you've got a 5 in there? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I don't think so, right? I mean, you can, I mean, I could probably just throw that back on myself and say, oh, what's the big fucking deal, right? You practice dirty Elliott, so why isn't that a 5? Well, there's a fine line there, and I feel that. I can't solve that as a 5. I can't. I don't think you can't get a 5th in there. Well, God, maybe he could do it here, right? But then you're stuck with this, right? So I just think that plays better as a WXY. There's the 3, but then it would force you to do this as an ABC to give us that pivot. Right now, I'm probably dwelling on purest detail. I don't know that we need to do that here. But so back to what we're after here. Oh, now maybe we don't get it that way. We get it this way. Would be more in line with the geometry. Maybe it takes a little bit longer to get there, but boy, what a reasonable target. Now let's think about that. Now we don't have the 4 yet, but boy, for anybody who's interested in the long side, now remember we're just talking about a trade here, not let's reposition for the next new high. We're just looking for, I mean, what do we got there? Right? I'm just going to use POC 41 to I'm damn near 51. That's a 10K move right there. If we can get that, just if we can go from here to the 50 to get the outside of the channel. No, right? We don't know that that's done. We don't know it's done, right? We don't have the 4 yet, but boy, is that a trade just waiting. Well, I'm going to take that for what that's worth. But let it come in here back to back into all of this, right? Nice high volume node. I kind of come back to, if you're a trader, why would you not take that trade? What's the thinking, right? So you'd have to look at that and say, well, why would somebody not take that trade? Well, maybe they're not an Elliottician, but maybe they're just seeing a 3 here. Oh, it's ABC, we're going down. Well, that would be a function of the context here, right? What did you see here? So you would have to be, oh God. Sorry, allergies getting me bad today. You'd have to be thinking that this was part of an impulse, a correction, and then we're going to keep going down. Right now, here I'm breaking 30, I'm breaking all of that. Not that it's not possible. I think that's much less likely. So, right, we look for entries. Right, this is again, we're just looking to complete the A wave, not for new highs. And so that trade is just waiting. They're waiting. Okay, so that's my view on Bitcoin as it sits right now. So with that said, here I know I've got Diamond Lee's got a chart as well. We'll see what he's got. So let me start. I've got a relatively new member. Here's his first post here. So I pulled it up. See if I can get a look at it now. So there's a little bit of weirdness here. What are we doing here? I got an A and a B. I'll tell you what, Hedged, I'm not sure what you're doing there. So I'm getting hex price and dollar price. I didn't even know you could do that on TradingView. Interesting. Okay, well I don't even know how to get rid of it. Can I hide that? Oh fuck, maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, let me get back out here and just take a look at this, because this is this had a lot of buzz not too long ago, and it's kind of fallen out of favor of late. Well, you can understand why. So I've got a 4-hour. We are in log scale. Let's see. So coming off of our low here, well, that's reasonable. 1, 2, ABC is a good looking work, Hedge, for your first post. So right, we get a little running flat. No, not quite, but just an ABC. It's not quite far enough for a flat, but we'll just ABC for the 2, right? Looks good. There's the 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 3, 4, 5. That all looks good. Oh, yeah. As good as any. All right, up into the 5. Okay, so the corrections, right? So this part, pretty straightforward, right? It's not hard to. Okay, let's just look broad strokes, right? To that. Okay, hard to argue with that. Okay, so something impulsive happened there. I don't see any alternative there. So as we're now coming this direction, so all we're trying to do now is get a handle on the correction. So because we're thinking that's a 1, we're looking for, well, he's got a 2 in here. Let's just standard ops, right? Where would we start looking for a 2? Now there is no, no rule that the market must come down here. But just high probability. So right off the bat, if we go down a degree, something like this, right, that starts to look like an area of interest here where we paused and consolidated. Now we've got others, but just looking at that, so we got an ABC into a candidate for a 2. Well, it'd be skinny, right? So an ABC at the 23 here. We would be down a degree, 3, 4. Okay, let's dig in there. Okay, so if this is the C, that seems to make sense. Oh, I can't tell if that's technical. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boy, that's an ugly diagram. I don't see another way to count that. Oh, let's just see how we did, right? So what's the first thing we're going to do, right? See where we technical. There's the 50. We didn't make target. And now we've had a break on the other side. So interesting. All right, we don't get there on this one. ABC. So candidate for the 2. I'd be just a touch reluctant to lock and load on that because it looks like, WX, right? Could be a Y. So 2, maybe a wild card. Okay, so we don't make the median line here. So he's noting that, right? So this is well done. Okay, so could if this is the 2, could this just be the 1, 2 going up? Let's just take a quick peek here. I don't think I can get anything else into that. That's a clusterfuck for sure. 2. I can't get a 3 there. It would be the shortest, so let's see. 3, 4, Alex. Let's go with it here. Let's just keep going here. So let's see how this looks. I might revisit that. Okay, no, that looks like we got a 3. I'd probably put the B up here. A, B, C. And then I would do it, looks to me a little bit more like we might do it this way. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're doing a triangle there. Let's see. 1, 2. I guess we can do 3, 4. Now that finish gets a little tricky in there. I don't think we have the finish just right. Okay, so we got a. Yeah, it's frustrating. I see you. Well, so we can't. There's not quite a 5 in there. Well, here's what we can't do. We can't do this. We can't do that. Right, we can't do that, right? Because 4, right, hard rule, can never go past the 2. Ooh, that is gnarly. How are we going to finish that? Oh, fuck. Well, it makes you think we're not done yet. Because that... Well, there's no finish there. This all looks corrective, so let's rethink where we are here. Well, let me put it this way. Well, there certainly that could be the low, and off we go. But if you're applying Elliott here and you're looking for patterns where you can say, okay, I see a pattern here I know that can finish. We don't have one here. I don't think there's any way to finish that. There isn't. Well, let's see. What am I? Fuck, I'm on a 4-hour. Give me a second here. Let's just see if we can. Because I know people are trading this one. Let's go to a 30-minute here and let me get that over. Oh, shit. I have to do that line so I don't lose my place. I still do. Fuck you. Maybe I did too much. There it is. All right, now let's get in there. Is there any way to finish that? Well, that's a 3. Whew. I almost want to finish it here, right? So you can't finish it here. There's a 5, A, B, C. So you might be able to do it this way. So if we do it this way, fuck. Yeah. Looks like it broke, right? So we can't do it. I was just thinking we might be able to do it. Oh, we could. Let's see here. Let's just see. It's there, right? Sometimes it takes a minute to see it. It can't be the 2. All right, so the 2 has to come down further. So if we finish this 5 here, we'd have to do this. We'd have to go A, B, and we're working on the C here. I think that could work because we can't finish it here. So, okay, let's just pull back a second and see where we are. Okay, so if we're going towards the C up here to get that, and then he's looking for the retrace off of that. Okay, well, the implication would be this would be corrective, right? So we'd be doing a 3. So let's pull that back here. Okay, so what are we going to run into? Well, the dominant is the first thing we got to look for. Okay, right to the 50. So this may very well play here, right? A nice high volume, but I don't know that I'd be thinking impulse 1, 2, right? Looks like maybe that's got more to go. All right, now, you know, you gotta make your own call here. But to me, this down here is not a finishing pattern, right? I don't think we can use that as our launching point here. So it would make me reluctant to. Well, I mean, you know, there's probably a little short-term scalping, right? Something like that. Would make me very reluctant to lean into that because it looks like, well, and so that would make more sense in terms of the depth of the retracement. So if this is some part of a bigger correction to go down lower, now let's pull this back out. So you gave me a 4. Right, now we start to get a little closer to some of the more, God damn it, some of the more typical ranges that we would anticipate for a 2. Right, question mark. Right, now perhaps we come back to getting the median line here. So this would be a 1, 2, 3. So how would we, so then I would start thinking, okay, maybe this is not a 1. But it's just part of a larger correction here. That's kind of what I see here. We're doing this, something more like that. Now, of course, I could be wrong here. I got to look in there. It just doesn't feel like that's like we've got what we're looking for here. That's just a quick peek in here. We don't want this to be. Well, that's pretty solid work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like that could be that's your A. Well, it can't be a triangle because we can't have a triangle in the 2. So this is the wave that I feel like I need to give that some more attention. Oh fuck me! This looks like a 3. I don't think I have a clean 5 here. I may give this a visit. I might come back to this. I don't want to get bogged down here. Something's not right. Something is off here. So I need to spend some time with that. So rather than get bogged down here, and particularly hedge, since it's a new post here, this is a really good first start. But something's not right here, and I think it's in here. We've got. Oh, where's my little fucking? This whole section needs a revisit. But I don't want to lose a bunch of time here. Okay, so I will, as I usually do here, if I can't quite get it quickly, I'll post it under the video for any YouTube subs. Shit, I did this yesterday too. It's the first one off the bat, stumping the band. I'll post this, well, hedged, I'll post it in this channel, and then YouTube subs, I'll post it when I've had some time with it. Under the chart as I did yesterday with the Bitcoin D. Okay, let me keep moving here. That's a tough one, hedged. You got to explain to me what we're doing here. Not sure why I want that. Okay, so let me keep moving here. I will circle back to you, hedged. Now I got CL. Is that what I said? That CLT Olin. He wants to look at gold. Okay, so let me get rid of that one, and I'm gonna bring his. Let's look at his chart. So he didn't give me a shared chart, but this is his first post. He's a brand new member. Oh shit. Let's see. Copy link. Can I get that link? Okay, so he's interested in gold. He's bearish, right? Well, that's well done, right? Straight. So we're on a 4-hour straight rip down. A, B. Well, it looks like you've got. Yep. So it looks like you've got a clean 5 here. Well, that's a little funky. Okay, so let's. We're doing COMEX gold here. So let's. Oh fuck, where's one? Didn't I have this here? I thought I did. Oh, that's gonna have a bunch of shit you guys won't recognize on it. Oh, here, hang on. Let's get just gold up here with, and he had a 4-hour. And let me get a template you guys will recognize. I'll do. All right. Okay. All right, let's get a bigger picture. What did he give me? He gave me a 4-hour. Okay, so let's go. This is XAU, but that'll work. Well, at this degree. Well, so at first glance, right? If you pull that up, does that look particularly tradable? I mean, just looking at it, right? Do we see this kind of action, right? It just looks like a giant chop monster. Let's go to the daily, right? See if it looks any better. Okay, well, now maybe here we get a better sense of trend. So what do we got here? Look, it looks a whole lot. Sure looks like a 4, doesn't it? Oh, God, we've been over this one so many times. This remains the question mark here. Is that an ABC or is it 1, 2, 1, 2? This is, oh, God, I remember we've looked at this so many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like you have to do this as a 1, 2. Because I complete a 5 here. Oh, God, here we are back on this one. This is a toughie. So what do you do with that? All right, you got to account for it, and you've got a completed impulse. I don't think it even makes a 50. All right, this is a tough one. I remember because we've been here multiple times, but we haven't looked at it in a while. So, okay, what could that be? Well, it kind of puts you into, we've already overlapped it, so you don't want to think 1, 2, right, unless we're thinking diag. So it kind of brings you back to, all right, maybe it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Because this would play better as 1, 2, 3. Pardon me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's label that up. I think this is the stronger of the two counts, although I've gone back and forth. So you'd have to do 3. That's a fucking terrible 4, but there it is. Let's do that. And this is, oh, here, that'll do it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that 5 is, we got second target here. Like to the 1 from the 4. There it is. Okay, I knew there was something technical up here. So we got length of the 1. If this is the 1, this being the, pardon me, this is the 1. We're just classic Elliott projecting from the low of the 4. Got a 2, 6, 1, 8 to the tick. So shit that doesn't happen randomly. There's 1 right there. So that would make you think, okay, I have a contender here for this to be a 3. So now you start to put the larger count together and you start thinking, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 starts to make more sense, right? It starts to come together. You go, okay, I can kind of see that. Now that fits better because now I can account for this within the context of that uptrend. All right, so let's get everybody off here. Okay, so this, pardon me, would be right here. Sharp. Really, it looks like, fuck, what are we doing? It looks like you just do it as 3, 3, 5. So A, B, C to get us that 2. Oh, and I think we just looked at this, right? So we got our here right in between, Vegas wave, right? A little through it here, but it looks like it played off of this structure right here. All right, looks like that played a role in it here. So resistance, support, blows up back down and got to recheck that. Right, a little low volume node. So 3, 4, what would we have here? So he's now looking at it thinking, okay, I want to be short. Oh, that's gnarly. Okay, so a couple of things you just see right off the bat that are pretty striking. Right, all of this seems like pretty good support. Would make you think, okay, so why would somebody be thinking they want to go short here, right? That might be, is that more of a macro, what you think is coming in the markets? I don't know if we have any global conflict, you might think gold's going to go. I would think Bitcoin will go farther. But, okay, so, fuck, can we even do it? Oh, I might do it this way. All right. Well, it looks like a 3. A, B, C, W. A. Fuck, that's a little skinny. Might do it that way. X, Y. That looks, I mean, just kind of looking at that, right? I'm just doing broad strokes here. Sure looks like a 3. So just process of elimination. That's all. That would be my only choice there, since I'm finishing with a 3. Now, am I starting here, getting into an impulse or a diag? All right, let's go back to the 4 hour that he gave us. Okay, so now we get a little context, right? Because if you just brought this up, you're like, what the? How am I going to trade this? So you got to pull back and say, okay, where could I be? All right, well, if this is my wave 4, it sure looks like a 3, right? So complexity. Well, this looks like this might have gone too far. Yeah, it did, right? So we got mixed signals here. And it looks like, so both of these, so you've got algo breaks on both sides. Oh, God damn it. Algos on both sides have broken. Elliott count's elusive. You probably call that a 5. That looks like a 5, but you'd have to do it as a oh fuck. Oh, you could do a WXY. All right, so let's do, if that's a 1, let's go with a 2. Well, let's measure it. Okay, so let's, oh fuck, come here. Something like that. Okay, is it long enough to even be a contender for the third? Let's just check. Right, measure twice, cut once. Oh, look at that. Well, that's actually a little bit annoying, right? So now you got to go, oh, fuck, I got to get these right on there. All right, you'd rather have it be clear, but all right, if it's a tick short, it's a tick short. Shorter is shorter. We are not in log, so, oh, goddamn, couldn't I get any closer? I think it's going to be short. Come here. All right. Whoa, come on. Oh, Jesus. Is it short? Yep. Right. Well, so it could be the 3, right? So, but if the ABC here, we'd have to have a contracting diagonal. We want a leading diagonal here. So that's a, well, so there you go, right? How much a purist are you? Because that sure looks like an ABC, doesn't it? Right? Is that enough for you? I would be cautious because I've done that before. It's like, oh fuck, that's close enough. Careful of that. Right. So I would want a little bit more confirm. Now, so what would be the alternate? Can we even get an alternate in here? Jesus. Oh fuck. Let's take a no, that's the toughie. Well, it looks like this was an algo play right here. You got second target there. So this 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like you finish and you go A, B, C here. Well, that's a, I wouldn't trade it, right? So that's got just enough to where I'd say, you're going to have to give me more here. Now, right, so you'd been thinking 4 there for the potential pivot here. It's technical, right? It's actually making it all the more difficult. So you're reluctant to call the 3 here, although, fuck, that is really close. Well, if we did, right, it looks like you're not done, right? So you'd have either some sort of truncation here where you say, what happened? What happened? Now we got to pull out right here. So I don't think this is ripe because there's just too much. Oh, could be. Well, I got that right. So this was the algos are in here, right? So this was an algo play. This is an algo play that's got a target up here at the next golden zone. Oh God, if I forced to trade this, I don't think I'd be shorting it. I'd want to see this. Now, so if this, oh fuck you got this is just tough everywhere you look. Look how technical this is, right? So that's what. I think that's what he's thinking in with regards to the short. You can't long it there. That's for damn sure. You can't. So where you're kind of fucked here. I would tell you no trade, right? There's just not. It's just too. Could be this, could be that, and plus, just the whole thing is just a big sideways mess. I would want to see some clarity come out of this. This is all just sideways. Now, I'll tell you where you're likely to get some of that is on Thursday when this next CPI comes out. I don't see if you're going to put the third up here, then this starts to work a little bit better, but then you need a deeper 4. So I just think you're on hold here. CLT Olin, I don't think it's enough of a trade. So if I had to pick one, right, well, so as it sits right there, well, where's the trade, right? So low risk short. All right, so I'm with you on the short, and you'd be banking on, okay, well I have a golden corner here that is yet to make the median line, and since this isn't an impulse where you might be thinking, oh, 1, 2, oh shit, oh I got it, oh 1, 2, right, oh, I got that. That's not an impulse, right? So it looks like all it's doing. So this looks like a 5. This looks like there's a 5, there's a 3. So this 3 is correcting this 5. So where are we in this whole mess? Well, you'd anticipate a break of this low if this is going to be a full-fledged correction. So here's the target of this algo. So if you're jonesing for a trade here, it's not a bad place to do it. Right? I mean, for shorts. Right? Look at all that. Right? I mean, makes you think something was there, but I think that already broke. That's a lot of times for that to get rejected. Oh, lo and behold. So I can almost guarantee you when you see that, you're going to find a golden zone there. That's why I looked at that and said, oh. Right, it's so consistent, it's so pervasive. Which one more, just another example. I was talking to my futures traders this morning. You absolutely have to. I don't know how anyone trades successfully without it. You have to know where that is, right? Or you'll buy right into it, right? So because all these guys, I guarantee you, not a single trader there knew that was there. Same here, right? They don't know it's there. Same as the guy who sold it here. They don't know it's there. So what would you be counting on here? You'd be counting on failure to make the median line. Trading principle number 4. Well, number 1, I didn't get anything impulsive. I got something, I'm just 5, correcting 3. So if I'm going to go down again, right? Trading principle number 4, equal to or greater than, where's equal to? Right back to the golden zone. Could that be your 4? Doesn't look right. Oh, let's go all the way back out here. Right? So could there be something else? If this is a 4, could we have some monster triangle going on here? All right, we're seeking a 4. Could we even make that work? Well, you might, right? If we have just a flat line along the bottom of it. It's not gorgeous, but shit, that could work. You might be able to pull that off. Along those lines, you'd want this coming lower, but the E could underthrow. A, B, C, D, E. So it kind of is implying that. I think that's a hurry up and wait on that one. I would like it better down here, CLT, right? If we came down here, now we're at the low end of the range, so you could say, okay, well, because I can do a low risk trade down here. If it, now we don't know if it's offered, right? Can I get something like that? So my risk reward is much friendlier than in here. You're just in a chop box. Look, it's golden zone, golden zone, golden zone. Just, one after the golden zone, support, golden zone. It's just there's no. You don't have an advantage here. I guess is what I'm trying to get to. There's no advantage. You're just in a chop fest, right? To come down here, okay, I got a low risk. Look, I can get 13 to 1 if I'm going to go get that median line right here. So I think if you want a little scalp, your idea is a good one because you're right at that resistance, but tight stop, right? Okay. Okay, I think that worked out. Okay, I got George here. He's giving me wax on. Okay, so did you give me a chart I can work with? Let's see. Okay, let's. Oh, it's Weiss wave there. Okay, so let's save that. This is one. So George is really good with some of these. I don't know, say obscure alts, but alts that nobody else is looking at, right? He really digs into these. So let's see if I can get rid of that. Okay, so this looks, okay, that's a little wacky, but I like wacky. Okay. Boy, I'm not sure I'm not sure I would include this with this. I don't think you need to. Let's just take a look here. Well, that. Let's just take a look here. Boy, what do you do with that? Some of these oddball Alts will give you some funky patterns. All right, well, if I can simplify, I want to, right? So it looks to me like I've got kind of just a big old congestion box here. I see. I tell you what, George, I don't think I would do it this way. I don't think I wouldn't work. This all just looks like a corrective chop fest, and so maybe you had a slight truncation here. This being a 3, we come down. We don't get to those lows. So I think you're fine just starting. So it won't affect your count. I think your count is quite good. So coming out of here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I've got a 1 here. Now, I would, kind of reserve the right to come back here. If my count starts breaking down, do I need to come back here? Because how I don't see any other way to count. So if you were thinking ABC into a 1 for a diag, maybe you can't pull that. But I would do it differently. If this is 1, 2, 3, you get the overlap. So no, you can't do it because you can't go 3, 3, 5, 3, 5. Right? So you're kind of stuck. So I think let's just go with what you've got here, which is that's the 1. There's the 2, right back to structure. So I like it all the more because of that. All right, well, here's consolidation. This is such a typical, pay attention. This is what the fucking market does, right? There it is. There's exactly what you're looking for. Oh, breakout, right? So you guys hear me say this all the time. Don't buy the fucking breakout because you'll get a chance to buy it here. Likely, not always. Don't buy this one. It's just going to come back here. Usually, not always. But this, so if you bought that, right, would you have known, I'm going to take profit here, right? So we see it in our mind's eye. You go, I would have taken the breakout, and of course I would have taken profit here. Look at the congestion, right? Of course I would have done that. Bullshit. Human nature, you get here, what are you thinking? You're thinking that's going to keep going, right? That's just human nature, right? Unless there was a algo target, there would have to be something very technical there for you to set up. That's exactly where I'm getting out, right? I believe me. There's very little you can bullshit me on in trading. Okay, so 1, 2, right? I like it because it's technical. Oh shit, I don't think this doesn't matter. We take that one. That's still good. 1, 2. I got an impulse here. Now we're not quite long enough. So we have a contender here for the extension in the 1, if that's going to hold as the 3, because the alternate would be 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's kind of a mixed bag here. If this is the 1, 2, and this is the 3, well, number 1 is too short. Number 2, we've overlapped. So, okay, maybe now you're thinking 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 diag, but you'd prefer a leading diag here, which would have 3 longer than 1 and 5 longer than 3, not an ending diag here. So you're a little bit of it's in between, right? You got mixed messages here from the market and from the Elliott count. But that doesn't mean it's not tradable. I think you might. Here's what I would do, George, because I think you want an impulse here. I would do it that way, right? So this would be the 1, 2, and given the depth 2, right? So now you're looking for 3, 4, 5. So it's actually more bullish. 1, 2, 1, 2, right? Well, if this is 1, 2 at that degree, we have to have a 1, 2 at the next degree. Why would you assume 3, right? I mean, it could. It's not. These, the market can do whatever the fuck it wants, right? So, but why would you assume? I'm gonna put the 3 there. I wouldn't, right? So you want it to clear. So we're back to context. If I'm looking for a leading diag, I want 3 longer than 1. It's not longer. So my first thought is, it's another 1, 2, and it's technical. We get it again. Right in the pocket. Right in the pocket. Right, we're kind of same thing here. We're testing that support. What are we doing here? We're testing that resistance. Now becomes the support. So 1, 2 gives me a bigger 3 target here. Let's get that out of there. So here's our where's our 3? 3 becomes right here. 4. Everything goes up. Right, it's good news for the bull here. I think he told me what Wax does here, but I can't remember what they do, what they're all about. Are they in the NFT space, I want to say? Well, okay, so let's just do it this way. That's the 2. Well, there's my target for my 3. This is the big target for the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 get me. So this is all going up. So heads up here. This is a real contender. Could be a nice setup here when we talk about. Okay, so that looks good right here. So something like that for your target looks all quite good. Oh shit, man, he's giving me all the elements. He's trying to school me on how to use these, and I'm not very good on it. Okay, so there's his comments. Okay, so there's comments. There's channels. This is cool. I actually like this. I got to start doing this more. I like that. Okay, so I might. Yeah, so that's where we are right now. This one, okay, let's get the first one. Oh, so this is your median line here. Let me get that. So it pops a little bit more so I can see it a little bit better. Okay, 1, 2, we got, oh God, is that good? Right to the outside edge of the parallel of the upslope median line here, the outside parallel to the tick. Now we're down to this side here, so right, so clearly this set of median lines here, and he has also, looks like he's got just a channel on it as well. Is that what you're doing here? So you're doing a combo. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So we're doing 1, 2, boom, perfect, right? But we don't get the 100, which makes you think, oh, 1, 2. It's exactly what you would have thought here. Oh, there's the 5, there's the 3. I'm at the edge of the parallel. I'm between the 50 and the 618. Why would you not take that long? Well, what are you thinking? Okay, so what's the bear thinking? Oh, it's just going to do that, right? Is that possible? Of course it's possible. So why would you think that? What would have to happen for you to flip bearish? Well, right now, I mean, just simple trend structure: higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher. Right. So we're trending here, but this is always the conundrum, right? When you try and make it that simple, why couldn't that be an ABC? Why couldn't it? Right? No reason it couldn't be, other than the context. Right. So, and a bit of the tell is right here. Oh, rally test, because this was all the consolidation, right? The accumulation, right? A little Wyckoff. This is all accumulation. Okay. Now we didn't get the monster kick out of there that you might have thought, but it really didn't go that long. Oh fuck, it's maybe longer than I think. That's long enough, right? You're looking for something much bigger to come out of that. So this looks great. I mean, shit, you could buy it right now, right? I might wait for a little. Oh, if you got it, you might not get it. That could be 1, 2, right? And we're going into 3, 4, 5 before you get your little retrace. Good one, George. Oh, you doing that? Well, let's see here. That might be a little off. That looks like a triangle. Does it matter? Well, I guess not. All right, so I might do it as WXY, ABC. That's not much of a 3, but this is not, it's either a 4 or the B has to be here. A, B, C, D, E. You might have to do it that way. So you can keep it as a 3, because otherwise you've got this to finish, right? This is really a 3, right? So then you'd be thinking, all right, WXY. So maybe it's A, B, C, W, X, A, B, C, Y, right? It might be a cleaner count. But that doesn't look quite like, well, all right, okay, maybe we're starting. Fuck, that is a daily. Let's look at it a little bit. This kind of shit that's the hazard of trading these less liquid, I should say it that way, less liquid alts. So this shit will get you. So usually if you're in here, you're going to have to give it lots of room. I mean, look, can you imagine the guys here who were shorting? So this guy here is shorting it here. He said, I'm going to give it plenty of room. I'll give it up to that stop. It's nailed, right? That's the hazards of trading in here, right? That's just the reality. You gotta accept that if you're going in here. So I'd probably do it as a line chart, to tell you the truth, right? It's such a cluster. Right. Okay. Higher highs, higher lows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like you got to start on something there. If forced to label it, right? Since you don't really have, but that you can kind of see an impulse there. Tricky one. All right. So go carefully here on these kind of wick heavy alts. But if you've got some capital to park for something long term, I think that's a good one. Good work, George. Okay, I got Grant F, right? Always appreciate him posting up for us. He always gives us something good. So this one he's saying is not quite ripe. UNH. What he gave me a little note here. Oh, maybe not this one. One of these he gave me a little note. Oh, it's the second one. Okay, so he's giving me 2. All right, so you guys know what to expect from Grant. He's incredibly consistent. All right, that's why he's a good trader. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get our, what do we got here? He always does that for me, so I know. So we got a shark here. God, is that fucking looks like a butterfly? Oh, okay. So every swing is related by an approximate. We're very close to a fib. So 1.13, right? 1.14 would be it. But close enough. So that's usually is that a 38? Looks like. Down here for the C, so we get an A, B, C here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got a good contender for a B. So what's attractive about this? Well, number one, look at the from the move here, right, for the median line. There's your 80%. Retrace now. Oh, didn't make it. Training principle number 4. Well, you'd be on the edge here, right? Because you did make it, but to fail here. Right, nice little setup here. So this, look at your risk reward. It's always 3 targets, right? The 50, 786, and then all the way back down here to this consolidation. So you get a full trading plan whenever Grant posts. Pay attention to these because this is here's how to make money in the markets. Not necessarily this trade, this approach. Right, I got multiple targets, right? So I know I'm going to, if I get a turn here, well, so what's my worst case, right? I take a small loser. Best case, here I'm going to get all 3 of these, right? Some more moderate expectation, well, here I'm coming into all this structure. Well, here's, reasonable spot to be, reasonable spot to be looking. Oh, I guess this is the copy. I can't draw on this. Right into here for a first target, it's perfect, right? You'd be right on the outside parallel. So you'd be thinking, well, possibly since that's a 5, oh, am I going to go 1, 2 and keep going? But then you come back to the context. I did complete something here. Oh, I suppose, well, let's see. Could we rework this? I don't think so. I think you just stick right here. If this comes down here, now you would know. Okay, well I've got. Oh, fuck. I don't know if I can even draw on these. Yes, I can. All right, so now you'd be back down to it. So here's the tag at the 50. All right, so it starts to make sense. Oh, here. Why do we stop here? What else is here? Well, probably down a degree, 3, 4. Right, where all the support is. Right, so if you were looking, oh, where might that fall? Wouldn't that be the first place you look for? Pardon me, it's not the 3, 4, but it looks like you could count this as 1, 2. You'd have to use that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's probably an alternate count here. You might be able to do this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? He's putting the extension in the 1. Either one's good. But if this doesn't happen, if we come, God, can I draw on this one? If we start coming this way, and we start to, right, and we get that in a 3. Then so at that point you've already banked partial, right? You'd probably have pulled these down, right, to so you had no risk, and then you just kind of let it go, see what happens. You're looking for a 5 here, so the only thing, let's see, Grant, how are we doing this? You're going with a 5 here, so your Elliott count. What are we doing here? Where's your Elliott count? Oh, I see it. Okay, pardon me. So he's doing it this way. He's going A, B, C to get the B up here. So here's the bottom of the A right here, and then there's the A, 3 into the B at the 50, and then the impulse up to the 5. Right? Beautiful work. Great work. So nice, clean targets. If you're looking for a trade, I mean, you could trade this in options as well, right? United Healthcare, nice option trade. right? Very low. You don't sweat it, right? So if the option, well, if you do it with options, this is the temptation with options. You go, oh fuck, it's got time. Let's see what happens. Right now, it starts going further away, and now the loss that was small becomes bigger. Whereas if you don't get the turn here that you're anticipating, it's not quite there yet, right? As he notes, it's not quite there. But if you get right here, so as the market's going up, puts are getting less expensive, calls are getting more expensive, right? As retail buys the out of money calls. Right? If I were buying a put, I'd buy at the money. I'd want, so do the projection out here, right? So I'd want plenty of time on that. So minimum 90 days for that kind of a trade. So you got to pay for that option, which is why you don't stay. If it takes this out, you get out. Right? 10 years as an option broker, the biggest mistake I saw traders make over and over again. It would go. So if you were trading in the futures market or in the equities market, you're stopped out. In the options market, you can go, nah, fuck, let's just see what happens. Because you have plenty of time, right? So hope springs eternal in the market, right? You're like, oh, it'll come back. Careful of that. Okay, that's great work, Grant, as usual. Okay, C and Salazar doing IBM. Oh, that's interesting. All right, let's see. What's up with IBM? Big Blue. That's what we used to call it. I don't even know if they call it that anymore. Wait, I got the wrong one here. IBM. Copy link. Let's try again. All right, CN Salazar. What are we doing here? Let's go here. Okay. So right off the bat, what do we see? There's a whole lot of range. Kind of slow today. An 8 hour. So do I have a note here? Yeah, I took the weekly chart. We went over a week back or so. Zoomed into the 2 hour. Just started counting, but still don't like what I see. Definitely looking corrective. Just wondering what your thoughts are. Don't need you to go into a detail. Okay. All right. Well, let's see where we are here. Well, so something like an equity, you always want to start on the daily, right? That's what most people look at. I don't know that I dislike this. Let's go. So I guess I got to go to the weekly. Yeah, we did look at this. Okay, so I thought we had. All right, so there's your 3, 4. All right, well, right here's the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, yeah, that's gnarly. Huh. What's our range here? Do we have to go into log? We might be better suited to go into log. This is good channeling work. 1, 2. Well, just out of curiosity, how do we look on our distance here? Oh God. It still amuses me. Weekly IBM. Where do we go for the 3rd? All right. Right in the pocket. Okay, so good contender for the 3. Now, 1, 2, 3. Why don't we want to put the 5 there? Is the question, right? Why not 5, right? Why? Because the structure would look great, right? We're just, oh man, oh God, what's the problem, right? Well, can we finish it? Well, here, that's a bit of a tell, right? I bet he was looking for that, right? So here you thought, oh, maybe that's maybe this is 1, 2, or we're gonna do it as a diag or something. With that break here, you can't count it that way. So this kind of fucks you. Well, it'll do that. Okay, so what are our choices here? W, X, Y, X, Z. Boy, that's complicated. Do we need to be that complicated? No, she told me not to do a detailed count, but now I'm curious. A, B, C, A. How are we doing that? A, B, C of the B. C, A, B, C. So that has to be, oh fuck, how are we doing that? What are you doing in here? A, B, C. So you finished something here. Is that the A? Can't be. Something is a little off there. Something's missing. All right, so A, B, C. So A, B, C's, I think is what you meant to do there for the X. A, B, C for the, okay, so that gives you the Z. You kind of, oh shit, that's right, that's the problem, right? So that looks like a 5, 1, 2, but you can't do it because that breaks it. So something has to have, so this is completing something here, and that looks like you're probably stuck with that. 1, 2, well, let's see, I think we can do it this way. All right, so I would put the 2 here, because that's a 5 all day, right? Nice, nice little leading diag, 1, and there's a 3. I don't know if it changes the count any. 2. No, it doesn't, right? Because this can't be the 4, so you're kind of stuck with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That works, right? So you get to the same place. A, B, C into the 4, right? You got to live with that, right? So you're absolutely right, Salazar. That is right, right? A, B, C, 1, 2. Oh boy, I don't want to pass that up. It can't be the 3. It looks like it's too short. Right, so it looks like we cannot do that, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like you'd have to do that, right? So that looks solid. 1, 2, 3, 4. How are we finishing here? Okay. How are we doing it? That looks like a 4. That looks like a 5. Okay, hang on. So that looks like 5, A, B, C. So I think you're right. Okay, so that's the high, right? So this all looks good, right? So very well done here. Shit, I'm kind of curious. A, C of the 5. So how? Oh, we're doing it as a diag. So we'd have to do it that way. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Another diag to start it gets us the A. A, B, C gets us the B. All right, so we're rolling through that correction. You're kind of locked into this as being the top. Well, wait a sec. Is that our? Right, so this is where you want that. So can we finish this as a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5? So we'd have 5, 3, 5, 3. Boy, but look at the imbalance here between the 2 and the 4 is pretty severe, right? That's another tricky one. God damn, I don't think you can finish that fucker because of that. Well, you could have finished it if you didn't have that. Unless I'm missing something. I don't think you can. That has to be a 2. Has to be. What's the alternate? All right, so where's the algo? Okay, so let's just start checking here. Where is he? There he is, right there. All right, do we have a golden corner? We do. Golden corner, right there. We're in original recipe. So we're going to push here. God, I hate the structure. The only thing that just kind of looking at me is that maybe we're doing something like that for a broader 4. I guess, I don't know that it matters. W, X, Y. Oh, it might be worth playing with that as an alternative because this is a problem, right? So, God damn it. Trading view. Fuck those. 1, 2. Here's what we're saying we're doing. That's pretty ugly, right? For an impulse. Well, so it'd be an ending diag, right? So you'd be it's all fucking wrong. It's all wrong, right? 3 is long. this is a clusterfuck, right? I would not trade that on the idea that I was doing a 5 here. That's just entirely wrong. I'd be more inclined to be thinking we're still in the 4 of this at this degree. Let's take this up, and that this is over here. That's what I think here. Now I'm not giving it a lot of time here, but that's what I think is, if we come out of here, looks more likely to me that that's the 4. We're doing some sort of funky correction sideways action here, because the other one is they're both horrible, but this is less so. And I get a golden corner coming out of this, so I want to be bullish here, and that's my target. I'll tell you, Sam, without spending a whole fucking lot of time on that, I think that's what you're looking at. And since I'll bore everybody to death, if I do that little push for it back, right? So other tells, right? The golden zone. This was perfect, right? So the whole thing just doesn't quite feel right. So if I'm forced to make a trade here, I'd go with what you've got here. I might count it a little bit differently, but 1 2 1 2. Well, all right. If this is the pivot here, and we know it's technical, is that a 1 2? Well, could be. I guess we can get rid of that. 1 2. Boy, what a chop monster the whole thing is, right? That barely is a. Are we even getting a 5 out of that? Probably can dig something out on below. Well, that's a nice 3. That looks like an ABC. Looks like ABC. Well, see, my view is always, if I'm, now maybe Cian's in this trade and he's trying to get some clarity here. If I'm working that hard to figure out what the fuck is going on, next chart. I don't want to work that hard to try and figure out where I am. Now, if I'm in it and I'm, trying to think about, an option trade or where I'm going to hedge or something, then, right, I would dig like this. But for a new trade, I don't know that I would push this hard to try and dig something out there. Look how technical it is, though. Right, golden zone to golden zone. So you'd have another one here. So, put the Elliott is not helping here. So do you need the Elliott here? Did you need the Elliott here to make the buy off the golden zone? Probably not. How about this one? Well, I mean, how would you know to take that trade? Well, I had something that was impulsive that corrected, right? And how do I know it's corrected? Because I got a 3. So I got this squirt here, and I got a 3 that corrects it. Then I got this one. Now that's, is that the 3 that you're looking for? Maybe not, right? It looks more like it could be an ABC. So it kind of brings you back to, what the fuck? Do I want to trade this, right? So if the Elliott's confusing me, but I'm determined to trade it, okay, all the Elliott gets wiped off. Where's the algo? What did he do? We fucking know he's going to be an IBM. So I think did we have 3 in a row here? I think we did. All right, so this is why when I tell you they don't care, right? So where's the algo making money? Long. Golden zone, golden zone, golden zone. All the sell side algo resistance is broken. Well, here's the last one. What did it do? Went right to target. Now we're here. Where's the next target? Right there. You don't want to trade against this thing until you see one of them break, right? So you just trade it until they break. So Elliott, all off, right? All off, right? Where's the algo? What did it do last, right? So is it in one of these series? I've seen it go 8 in a row. That's not uncommon to go 4 5 in a row. There's 1 2 3 in a row, right? No, so you'd be, I'll bet you they had another one. Be willing to bet you that's another one. Boom. 4 in a row. Do you see how you could almost literally, you could, if the Elliott's not helping, right, it doesn't mean you can't trade it, right? Just the fib retracements and the median lines is enough, right? It's enough. Now, the Elliott, if it can help you, well, hey, I got a 3 into that. Makes me think, oh, right, just like I got a 3. See, if I was unsure and I had a 5 coming into this, well, then, okay, well, man, then it's not, not so easy to take that trade. But if it's a fucking 3 in your face, you take that trade. Regardless of what the context on the Elliott is, if you're determined to be trading in IBM. Because the count is a it's not revealed yet, right? We need more information. Right now, it's like, who the fuck knows? But I know what to do here. I know what to do here. I know what to do here. I know where the targets are. So this is very tradable. Right now, what's the next thing that has to happen? We got to get to that median line. All right, so this one, right, we're not there yet, right? It's got to get there. And then this one has to get there, right? So you got multiple targets here. All right, this becomes the qualifier. Do I want to stay long? Do I want to stay long? Well, yeah, I stay long. I want to see if I get that median line. What would you, right? So if you got that median line and you got another golden zone, all right, we know what to do, right? I mean, you trade them till they fail. And so why do I say that? Well, here's the other thing to keep in mind. If I'm trading these till they fail and I'm buying at the golden zone, what's my risk reward look like? All right. 13-1. What was your risk reward here, right? In terms of your stop to get there. It's going to be in that neighborhood, right? Depending on the size of the measured move that you're trading, right? Even if you gave it max room, you're still at 5-1, right? That's a jab. That's a nice, you landed a punch there, right? Just don't open your jaw up for that. Don't drop your hands and lean into it because you will get punched in the face. Right? This is how you do it. Little ones. And you got to be prepared to get stopped out and just go, okay, fuck, all right, next one. You can't get so, this is the trade that's going to make my year, right? You can't, not down here, right, on this kind of stuff, right? You just, where's the next algo? So you're trying to hit singles. Now, sometimes something big sets up. You're thinking longer term, but if you're a swing trader, don't overstay the party, right? You don't start thinking, oh, it's going to all-time highs. We'll never retrace again. See, that's what happens once it starts going. That's the greed, right? It's all of this, all based on human emotion. The greed starts to kick in. Oh, fuck, that could go. Oh, man, look at the highs here. That could go, right? So that's why you don't take profit. It could go. I just gave 62% of it back. Oops. All right, let me keep going here. That's good one, CN. Very good. Good because it gave us a lot to talk about here, and it's a fucked Elliott count, but still very tradable. Gravity ante. He challenges me. That's why I like him. Okay, so gravity ante. Oh, God, are you giving me Facebook? Oh, you are. You're giving me Facebook. Always challenges from him. All right, what are we going to do here? What are you thinking, Gravity? Gravity's got skills. All right. This is now the most unloved. Is there a more hated company? I don't know. All right, so certainly sentiment is not friendly. Oh, boy, this is nice looking work. God damn, right? So beautiful, right? So we got the whole story here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, we know what that is. Okay, I got to open this up a little bit, Gravity. This looks nice. Okay, so nice touch here, right? He's just measuring out. Oh, whoops. It looks like those have to go somewhere else. All right, so these have to go up over here. All of that. Whoa, this is, if this is going to play, we're getting mighty bullish. Maybe Meta turns it around, right? Hasn't been too wise to bet against him, but I don't know. He may have stepped in it this time. Oh, fuck. I can't even see there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's clearly the 4 and up for the 5. So it's not likely to be 1, 2. Well, why not, right? So it's probably not far enough. Yeah, it can't be, right? So this 1, 2, well, I mean, it could be 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have a extension in the 1. It looks like this is a clean impulse here. So he's using this. So it looks like he's just drawn the volume profile from the swing low to the swing high here, looking for where to expect support. Now, this is no surprise. We find it right here. So he's looking for it down here. Oh, it looks like this is getting factored in as well here. I don't know why that thing's orange. So, oh, look at that, right? So perfect. So he's teeing it up right where he's looking to get in. Okay, so now let's dig into what's up there. Oh, shit. All right, let's see if I can open that up enough to make sense of it. Oh, gravity. I'm just going to do this just because it's easier for me to see it. Give me a second here. Okay. Oh, well, that works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Expanding. So we're gonna complete the impulse here. Oh, we didn't give it a label, right? So we've got an impulse here, then we go A, B, C. But what are we doing here? I see what you're doing. Okay, so you're gonna go 5 down, but we still need to label this. So here's the A, B, C. What happened here? It looks like you did it twice. It looks like you got A, B, C in white and in yellow here. So I think I can take one of those off, right? So I think you have it. You just doubled it. But we didn't get a label here. So is this your... Okay, I got it. Okay. All right, maybe you did have it right. A, B, C into the W. Right, so you probably did have it right. It's just a little confusing. Okay, so there's the A, B, C, right? So we get the nice ending dial. That's a nice touch, nice work. Into the B here. Underthrow on the 5th, right? Very common in diag, right? So down we go into a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we get our C, right? So there's the W. It was in. Nicely done. Now, this is not impulsive, so we know that just looks like 4, triangle, some sort of clusterfuck in there. So that, makes it look like a 3 all the more. A, consolidation, pump, right? So we get an X here, right? Just in the right spot. Oh, well, let's see if there's any help coming down a little bit. I don't know. These always fuck me up a little bit. You do these in black. Oh, what do I want to call it? Let's put that in blue. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's the 1, there's the 2, there's the 3. What are we doing here? So is this the A here? Okay, there's the 3A. There's fuck. Okay, so we're gonna go A, B. So this is the C. Okay, so we're looking for the Y down here. All right, now I got it. Okay, takes me a minute to kind of decipher. All right, so the whole thing is just a big 3 with a lot of complexity and some nice Elliott skill to make this fly. All right, so A, B, C into a W, A, B, C into an X, A, B, C into a Y. All right, so still questionable here, all right, as we have weak divergence from higher time frame. Well, this kind of a waterfall is, it's kind of a home run play, right? You think, God, it's so extended. Personally, I'd want to see a little bit, right? So I wouldn't just buy it as it is, right? Even though that's tempting, right? It's very tempting me I don't do it anymore. I would want to see something, right? So I could get in here and I could define that risk and say, okay, if I'm coming out of here, is that my 2 here? Let's go back to that daily. We completed a 1 up here. Sure makes sense. Oh, let's get this all the way back. I don't think there's any disputing where we are in this count, right? So clearly that's the 4. We're on the edge of this. God, this is a fucking great looking setup, right? So heads up, guys. Anybody who's in, I'd probably trade this in options, right? So rather than take that direct risk. So after that, okay, so just think about it. After that free fall, out of the money puts are insanely overpriced. So you'd have 2 ways to trade this. You could probably sell the 120, 110 put spread and use that. You wouldn't get all of it, right? But that would give you a portion. Maybe you do a 3-2, something like that. So you sell out of the money put spread here to buy an at the money call. And if it starts to go, if you wanted to hedge that a little bit more, then you sell an out of the money call to offset the cost. So you've capped your upside, but you use this put premium to pay for the call. Starts to go, you sell the out of the money call to help offset the cost. So you can be in a very low risk trade, but see, you've got your target up here. So if it starts to go, right, I'm getting a little option heavy here, but if you start to get something like that, now you're selling the out of the money call, right? Because you're already in a profit on this call. You're in a profit on the put spread. Now you got this going here, but you don't know, right? We could do that, right? So then you sell the call just for the extra hedge. Now you locked in a nice profit. Okay, that's how I would approach that. It's really good work, Gravity. Really well done. That's a very tricky count to get, and he's got some fib time in here as well. I would want to see a little bit, unless I'm doing options. Give me a little, show me. Okay, show me you're going to react here rather than just drift. I mean, here's would be those. Well, right. It's not the POC for the entire thing. It's the POC for the move up. You'd be breaking the 707, breaking the golden zone here. Well, pardon me. You've already broken it. So these are. Oh shit! How far did we go there? Did we break it? Son of a bit here, I can't see. Nope, we didn't break it yet. I'm going to pull those off for a second. So here's, that's interesting. Okay, so, what do I want here? Okay, so we are in the golden zone. It's just easier for me to see with those colors. So we are sitting in the golden zone, which is why he's interested here. That's a ballsy trade to take it right there, but I still want to see give me something, right, to pop up a little bit here rather than just try and buy the falling knife. But boy, if you were going to do it, holy shit, is that a good looking spot. You got 3 to 1 here just to get back up to this, right? Now, can it get all the way back up here? I think that's less likely. Look how good this was, Jesus Christ. Is that just amazing, right? That's pre-earnings, golden zone. Well, look at that. So pre-earnings, we tap that golden zone. Where do we fall? The larger golden zone. Right? Is there any confusion about what the dominant algo is in the market, in every market? You can't watch my videos and not know. Right? You can't do it, right? Or you're just brain dead, right? I just shown it 10,000 times, easily 10,000 times, easily. God, I was just trading off the 1 minute crude chart this morning. It was 7 or 8 in a row this morning, on the 1 minute crude. Just golden zone, golden zone, golden zone. You have to, I don't know, anyone trades not knowing where it is. All right, a great example here. So if Gravity, that's some of your best work I've seen, right? But give me a pop, right? I'll take that one. Great work, right? So that's a heads up, right, for anyone who's looking. Okay. Oh, CN. I'm back with ROKU. Okay. So let's go back over here. I think we did look at this a while back. All right. So CN, a lot of guys like this thing, this Viper thing. Well, I guess because it's 3 different indicators in one. Oh shit. Here, I got to make a copy of this. I guess there must be a free and a paid version here because James M tells me, oh, don't buy the thing, but there's a free one. Okay. All right. Well, I got to get some perspective. What are we doing here, Sam? We're doing a 1 hour? All right. I got to pull back and see where we are. Okay. Yeah, we did look at this, right? Okay. So we're going to do an ABC, 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 5. Did we do this as a 535, Sam? It looks like, how did we do this? Looks like we might have to do it that way. Did we do it that way? Because this looks like A, B, C into that. So there's the 5. I don't remember, but because this is a 5, so we can't start it as a diag and then finish it as an impulse. So we'd have to do, but we can do a 53535, right? So we could do it that way. This sure looks like an impulse. So went to a double top. It looks like it's clean finish. Yeah, I think we did finish this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So double tops are killers, right? But they can be a great opportunity. So what happened to this guy? Well, just one more. I'm just going to keep showing you, right? What is this guy thinking who bought it here? He's not been in the markets long enough. Now, I will say breakouts have a better success rate in equities, right, than they do in futures, FX, crypto. But same phenomenon happening there. Oh. Things not to ignore. At a double top, right? You wanted to see that kick, right? Now you wouldn't have known, right? So that first little rollover, you might have been thinking, all right, maybe okay, well, it's just a little pause. We're going to go again. I guarantee you that's what the longs are thinking up there, right? Single worst place to enter the market. Always, forever will always be the worst place to long the market. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Do we finish down here? We got, oh man, you're going into camo mode there. Okay, I can't even see them. A, B, ooh. Huh. Why are we doing it that way? All right. Let's just take a look there. I guess because you need a 4, right? Boy, I can't say I love that. Why would you not be doing this right here? Because look at the way you had it. Look at the distance, right? It's disproportionate. Let's take that. I think maybe that you could rethink that one down a little bit. Right, just because there's a nice clean, there's a 3, right? So we got a 1, 2. Now I know that's not going to be long enough, but just if I'm starting out here, if I'm forced to get back there, so it looks like we got it. I don't like that finish either. Right? So, all right, let's go with your thinking. All right, so let's see if it maybe it doesn't matter. So 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. God damn. Well, is it technical? Why would I think anything else? Right, 50 to the got target here, got second target. So of course it's technical. In fact, that looks like it's technical. Nope, we got a little break there. All right, so just a cluster here. So that okay, I'll go with you there. I kind of like the 1, 2, right? But maybe not. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we done. 1, 2, 3. No, doesn't look like we're done. Because this sure looks like an ABC, doesn't it? All right, fuck, come here. I don't know why we'd think something else there until forced into it. 1, 2, 3. Now, so why not a 1, 2? Or let's see, how are we going to do that? God damn, that's a skinny. You're skinny on those. Let's put them so I can see them. I see. I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to put the 5 here. Right. Well, again, just the waves relationship there looks like a cleaner 5 here. I see your point, though. What do we do with that? See, I think I'd probably have to spend some more time with this, but I want to do this. 3, 4, 5. It's kind of what. God damn it, that thing sticks. Maybe you have to do it here. 1, 2. Maybe that's the internal 3 here. So this would be the 3, 4 of the internal impulse to get you that 3, 4, 5. Now it doesn't look like we're done here. So what did you finish there? 2, 3. I'd come back to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what I think you got there. I think this is too funky here, right in the middle of nowhere. I could be wrong, right? Well, you got to wait and see. But what are we doing here? We're just kind of consolidating. So it looks like a very good 4, but it would have more to go to finish that. Oh, fuck, I guess you'd have to do it here. Well, just right, what else could we use to help determine where we are? Where do we go? Right, I can't make this shit up, guys. I cannot make it up. That's what I think you got there. Now, so what would that imply? Right, that implies that this is 1, 2, right? And we're going to go 3, 4, 5. That's the implication here before you start to look at that. All right, now, of course, that would imply also breaking that golden zone. So let's pull that back. Oh, and that's our 5. So is that going to be our 2? Let's see here. So, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. All right, let's put the whole thing back together. Is there an alternate here? Well, so no, we've already broken, right? So that's a good 5. This is what's wrong here. I'm not wrong, but I would just draw it differently. If we've completed a 5 here, why are we drawing from down here? Right, just from a pure Elliott perspective, if we completed the 5 there, didn't get there. Pure double top. Looks to me like that's where we could be headed. So all of this comes down here. Oh, I'd probably do this. Draw that over. We're in log scale here, so we wouldn't get a good volume profile, but I can just look at that. That looks about right to me, seeing. Note the double top here, really a double top here. So lots of doubles in here. That's where I'd be looking at down here, looking for one more out of that. God, that's kind of. So are we doing it this way, right? I guess we would be A, B, C. Put that in blue. Pretty short sharp, so no, here, let's see. I don't think we can do it. It gets it too weird. I saw somebody using that the other day saying, oh, you just use it. It's still good. Like, it's a little funky. But boy, do we sure have a tight, goddamn, that's a really tight range right there. So, little push outside of that, right, would kind of imply the extension here, and then a kind of a snapback. So I'd be looking down here for something extreme on the RSI. I don't know how to read that thing. So what are you really trying to do? You're trying to come back into all of this consolidation here, which is where you are before we start to go again, right? But that the implication there is that if I completed a 5 and this is a 2, well, it's ROKU's got a bright future. Would be kind of what this whole thing sets up. Now, oh shit, I didn't even notice that. Right, so here you got to be careful here. Now, so this one, well, that's interesting. Look at that. If we're using this pivot, we don't make the median line. Now, I know you're like, oh, come on, man, that's close enough. Failure to make the median line equal to or greater than. Where would that put us? At the golden zone. You know, to ignore these rules that have just been, the market has confirmed millions and millions of times, do it at your own peril. Now, I will say, right, and this is, welcome to some of the TA reality. You can often tweak it to your liking to get what you want to see. Right, so you got to be careful about that. Oh, fuck, get out of there. What if we had started here? Get on there. Did we get it? Yeah, we did, right? And then you might look at it here and say, oh, okay, well, so I mean that's easy. I would have done the same thing though. I absolutely would have, right? Done the next one. I would have done this. Right, and that would have been do you see how that kind of guides you here? We didn't get there, right? We didn't get there. So now you're thinking, oh, we're going to get there this time. Oh, now, because when it's up here, you're thinking to yourself, oh shit, I've got your weird colors on there. Hang on. So when we're here, you're thinking, oh, there's no way we're coming down here. No, shit, we're at 477. We're not going to 59. We're not going to 94. No way. There's just no way, right? So that, double top after failing to make the median line. The market is screaming at you right here. Right? If you're applying those, first you got to know those. You got to know. Trading principle number 4, you got to know that, but just look, right? Look, oh, fuck, we didn't get there. Oh, shit, that's kind of a weak 5. Oh, equal to or greater than? Could that be? That's a long fall. All right, don't ignore those. Okay, so what's next? I got, this is Grant F's next one here. I know what I'm going to see here. This is the one where he gave me a little note. Looks like we have... He said didn't do a big macro count. Looked like we could finish the 5th at the highest degree. Okay, so this is what he's talking about. Okay, so let me get. Oh shit, his stuff is so clean. I really even need to make a copy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extension in the 5th. ABC. So he's just waiting for this A, B, 1, 2, 3. That's clearly a 4. He's waiting for that to finish. Good God, man, I could do this in 30 seconds. Boy, how nice. What? Look at. Well, let's see. I've got a 20 to 1. Wait, what, this one, that's got to be more than 20. I can't even see it. It's got to be 26. This one's 21, and this one's 10. Exactly how many of those do you need to offset all the little jabs you took? Not many. That's why you keep swinging. Now, it's not like you're like, oh, fuck it, I'm just going to keep buying until something hits. That's not what I mean. Right, when you have that kind of technical confluence here and that level of precision, remember we're combining 2 techniques here, so all of these swings are all related, and you come into the pocket where we know, okay, come on now, we know what to do there. We look risk reward, right? Why would you not take that trade? Well, man, it's going up. I can't sell it. It's going up. I can't buy it. It's been going down. You know somebody sold it here, thinking, oh, it's just going to keep going. Who would sell it there? Who would sell it there? Oh, let's see. Can I even go any further back? Oh, shit. I'm going to have to make a copy just because now I'm curious. Okay. Hang on. Let's just use it. Now, I did not know I was going to find that, but I did have a hunch. Who's selling it here? Is there any... God, I said fucking class dismissed, man. Drop the fucking mic. How many times have I shown that? That you really... That's all you fucking need. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's so pervasive in the market. It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Come on, guys, right? I can't pull the trigger for you, but good God, man. So when you get here, are we confused about what to do? I don't think so. I can show this to you 25,000 times. You still have to man up there and pull the fucking trigger. It's not, look, how much are you going to lose? You got to take these trades. Or you're just going to be like the sap who sold it here. Why does he sell it here? Because he has no fucking idea that that's there. All he's thinking about is, oh my God, wow, that's really coming down. Wow, I think I'm going to jump in now. How's that algo? How's that short working out? Right. So the same guy, or you know, the guy theoretically, right? The uninformed trader, he's going to get right here and go, okay, I guess it's safe to buy it. I guarantee you. Oh, it's been going up, right? It looks like we're going to have a breakout here. You know, I can only show it so many times. Fuck, I guess I'm going to keep showing it day after day after day after day, right? Hopefully a few people start to, you know, work with it. All right, we already did Bitcoin. Oh, what did I see? Pardon me. I got to get Diamond Lee up here so we can see how he's looking at it. Nice one, Grant, by the way. Beautiful setup. All right. What do we got here? How's he reading it? Let me get his read on it. Well, if it's radically different than mine, then I haven't done a very good job as a teacher. Let's see. Oh, he's giving me a 15-minute. Okay. Oh, man, I got money magic in here all over the place. Okay. All right, so you're sticking with my 1-2, right? So I understand, right? You could really read it either way. I got to step back a little bit here. Okay, so we're going to go A, B, C, right? Just as valid. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's a little funky. Okay, so you went A, B, C. Okay, interesting. Probably fly with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's this. Oh, pulling up a C here. Well, prepared for any outcome here. So, right, as we looked at it, right, there's the little squirt past the 65. We did come off of here with a 5, so we're not quite ripe for a 4 just yet since we've got a 5, right? Okay, things you don't do, right? If that's into a 5, we don't buy that saying that the correction's over. I mean, have at it if you want to, but I would tell you over time that's going to work against you, right? Corrections, okay, things that are not disputed. If you're an Elliott Wave trader, corrections never end in 5s, right? Okay, stop talking. They never end in 5s. So that can't be it. Well, I got to be careful here. I mean, this could do that, right? But then you've mislabeled it, right? You'd have to rework this. If you're applying Elliott Wave, you would not put the 4 there. You'd put the A there. You put the 4 there because now I got a 3. There is benefit to that clarity that it can't be that. So I'm not tempted to buy it there. There's power in that clarity, right? That's one of the advantages of Elliott Wave. For all the people oh fuck man, 10 people give me 10 counts. How can I fucking do this? There's real clarity in that because it helps my decision making. Because at the end of the day, nobody fucking knows where it's going. Nobody knows where it's going. So how do we deal with that reality? Nobody knows. You got to have some framework that guides your decision making, and it's got to be based off of, when was Ralph Nelson Elliott publishing this? 1934? I think it's been time tested. That's where your 4 is. Well, okay, I got to get some of this out of here. I don't know what he's doing there. That's some money stuff. I don't understand it. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so if we're looking for a 4, let's get our regular on here. So right at the 38. Wouldn't that be where you'd be looking there? Now, but he's got an alternate in here. Hey, what if that's an ABC? Well, why would you think it was an ABC, right? What would lead you into thinking, well, it could be an ABC? Well, could be that we're not going to make that perfect geometry of the triangle. Could be since he's interpreting this, he's looking at this as a 5. Well, here, let's consider that, right? Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we got a 5 down. There's a 3. So why is he wrong? Oh, I'm not saying he is wrong, but why is the ABC less likely than the 1, 2, 3? It's a fine line there, right? So the little tell. So the first little tell would be, we broke the 65. Now, is that enough? You'd like to see a bigger break than a couple of ticks, right? And then come off with a 5. But it sure fits with what we think. That's where we were anticipating the resistance right there. Oh, and happens to be a golden zone. I would have no hesitation to take that long. None, right? None. 0 zip. I will take that long if it's offered there. But I sure as fuck am going to have a stop on it because it could be an ABC. How do we know that's not 1, 2, 3? Right? How do you know? What did I just say? Nobody fucking knows, right? That could easily do that. So how do we make decisions? Or is this just a fool's errand and we're all going to lose money? If you just go in here wildly and don't put a stop on it, yeah, you're going to lose money. if you develop a craft and a skill set here, and you don't do stupid things, that you're only doing it to yourself, right? If you're like, oh man, I'm going to give that plenty of room, you're just doing it to yourself. But if you have a little bit of discipline with the amount of risk you're putting on in the market, right? So you just say, market's going to teach you not to overtrade one way or another, right? Not to take too much risk on. And I promise you, if you get away with it one time, oh fuck, whew, glad that one worked out. You'll do it again, right? And sooner or later, the market will bury you. The market always punishes mistakes. Always, always, always. Never a mistake that didn't go punished, right? So if you got away with it, you say, oh, fuck that guy, I got away with it. Nope, because you'll do it the next time. And sooner or later, it will do it to you, right? It will, right? You're going to learn the lesson one way or another. You're going to learn it from me or some other educator, or the market's going to teach it to you. You take that trade because it makes sense. It doesn't mean it's a fucking guaranteed winner. It means that it's within rules and guidelines, not just Elliott rules and guidelines, but do I have a pattern I can identify? Do I got a 5, or even if you just think of it this way. I talk about this all the time. All the market ever does is this. That's all it ever does. You could break every swing, every bit of every chart could be broken down into a series of 3s, right? Swing, retrace, swing, retrace. That's all it ever does. That's all it can do. How can it do something more than that? It can't, right? Now, we can do complex things, but it's just a series of 3s strung together. That's all it can do. So when it gets here, it could do this. So how do we survive? Well, I risk 1 to make 3. I risk 1 to make 5. Grant F. I risk 1 to make 20. How many times are you going to get it? How many times do you need to get it, right? If you're risking 1 to make 20, well, you can be wrong a whole lot of times. As long as once it starts going, you don't go, oh, fuck, I made $200. I got to take it. You got to let it realize the pattern, which is the hard part. That's the hard part. Once it starts going your way, because now a little fear and a little greed. See, fear and greed start to compete with each other. Oh, fuck, I don't want to give that back, but God, it could keep going. Right? That's why there has to be structure to your approach, because otherwise those two little devils will be on both sides of your shoulders. Oh man, it's going to go. Oh fuck, it's going to fall. It's going to go. It's going to fall. And now you're like, you don't know what the fuck to do. And so what will you typically do? You'll just get out. Okay, well, it was a winner. Okay, all right, I feel good about that. It's a winner. And then it does this, and you're like, God damn it. So what's worse, the little winner, or letting the monster win, the big one go that you needed to offset all the little jabs you took, and you were too much of a pussy to let it go, because what got better of you? Fear. Oh fuck, I don't want to let it go back. I got to bank it while I can. That's why I was talking about this yesterday. Once you're in, you got a pattern, you got a target, get your fucking hands off the mouse and let it go. If you get stopped out, next trade. Yeah, I can rant out of nowhere. Okay, I got crypto. Oh, how do I say this? Crypto Mountains? Okay, Crypto Mountains. I think that's a new handle. All right, new member. Love new members. Let's see what you're thinking, Crypto Mountains. MATIC. Ooh, are you a friend of Woo Wonka's? Because those are Woo Wonka's colors, or maybe you just like those. Oh, I got all sorts of good stuff in here. All right. Crypto Mountains. I think he's new, isn't he, Monty?
I don't know exactly how long. I hadn't posted a ton, but
that's good. Welcome. Glad to see you start posting. All right, MATIC. This is good. Oh, we like yellow. Okay, so 1, 2. This is just me, right? It just helps me see them a little bit more clearly. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, we know that. Nice identification there. I want to finish something. I'm with you.
Been around for 1 month.
Oh, 1 month. All right. Wow. Cool. Crypto Mountains. Okay. What's not to like here? So we are in log scale. I don't see anything I don't like. 1, 2, clear impulse, sideways into the 4, clear triangle, 4, up for the 5. So what he doesn't like is that it hasn't retraced enough. Any better out of log? I don't think so. I mean, our range, we got way too much range here, so we got to do it in log. Okay. Oh, did I see something here? Oh, yeah, I think I was going to show this. No, that's not the one. That's not one. Okay, there's an auto pitchfork one I was going to show. Anyways, okay, so, let's see. So we could probably do WXY into an A, B, C into a B. Well, okay, right. So again, this is, I do this just to kind of draw your eye to it. Okay, so what are we doing, right? So we had the big monster rip. Now we're going sideways. All right. Well, okay. Consolidation, right? So are we reaccumulating? The Wyckoff, are we reaccumulating before we go up, or is this just a big distribution before we go down? Well, that's the one. Well, just as Elliott has its little shortcomings, right? Wyckoff, how do you know the difference between the two? Well, there's got to be context and there are tells, but right now this looks like potential for distribution. But if we start to rip here, you really don't want this to be done here. So how would you be doing that? Well, let's consider the alternate. Okay, so if this is 1 and we were going to put the 2 here, right? Would that make sense? Because you could kind of probably talk yourself into a diag there. 1, 2. Oh fuck! Looks like you might get a leading diag here. I'd have to measure it. Maybe you get a 1, 2, 3, 4. As long as 5 is not. Let's just check it. Is 5 longer? It's not, right? So you could, so the extension's in the 1, so we get a contracting diag. So you could probably talk yourself into a 1, 2 there. But so what would be the hesitation with that? Well, look where so this would be a retracement after a completed impulse to the 23, not unheard of, just atypical. So do you want to trade on atypical? Well, okay, so what's the next thing to do, right? I'm assuming you guys are already in your head doing this. Where do we go? Well, I got a technical pivot here for something, right? And it's a 3. And I could probably talk myself into a 5 here. Oh, how are we doing that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's get that down. 1. Okay, so could be a B, right? So we'd have to do, how are we going to get it into a B? Well, that has to be an A because that's an impulse that completes. B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it's kind of ugly, but it's doable. Well, I come back to look at the length of time here. So this is, how long did this take? You want to, really what you want here for a trade you could have a little more conviction in is something like that, right? Even here, right? So, I got a flat, right? I'm going sideways. But this, you can see it, right? It's just staring you in the face. This to correct there doesn't seem enough. Right, it's certainly not enough in time. Now, that doesn't mean we couldn't do this, right? But it just, we're looking for patterns where we go, oh, yeah, that's right. I know exactly where that is. What could be this? That could be the 2. Could be. I wouldn't put money at risk that that's the 2. Personally, right? I wouldn't. I'm not saying don't trade it. I'm just saying I wouldn't trade it there. Right now, that's just me. Right? I just would wait. I like it, but get me down somewhere. Right? Give me the prior 3, 4 or something like this. At least give me a 38. If I can get this, okay, I'm a little. Let's see, just out of curiosity, if I'd have some parity here that I could play with, I'd get the 100 here. 1618 would be a little bit better. I'd prefer to see that come down here. So what you'd be counting on here, if this is going to play as a B, well, you're looking for 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. So we'd have that wouldn't be enough, right? So you'd have, that would be potentially your 1 wave. So really it starts to map out, right? 2, 3. Right now you've got a 2 you're looking for. If this is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You'd have to overlap. Now I'm buying with both hands. Here, I'm not so sure. Every chart doesn't lead to a trade, right? In fact, most charts shouldn't and don't. I mean, can you Find a trade? Yeah, we can always find a trade. But do you want to risk money here? I wouldn't. This is just me. It's not that I don't look and say, "Who that could go." It's that it's not a pattern that I want to risk, right? Because I can't make the distinction. All I can see is that's not enough time, and that's a little bit of a squeeze to turn that into a 3, but it could be done. Here, love it. To me down here, buy it hard. So could MATIC get that low? Oh, shit, right? Seems unlikely, doesn't it? Well, at the very least, maybe you get a flat out of that. Even that's going to be hard. 1, 2. It doesn't play. Because either this is a correction that's over, and this is 1, 2, and this is wrong, and this is 1, 2 after the perfect little 3, and you're going to go, and you're just going to go, well, fuck, that's unusual, but there it is. Because for this to come down one more time to give you a 5, that's not enough, right? So that would have to be a 1. Well, fuck, I suppose we could do it as a WXY. So you could do ABC for a Y, and then do this as ABC, ABC, so WXY. I suppose you could do that. But either way, I want it lower. I don't want to buy it up here. If I had to. At least then, okay, now I'm doing this. I come down for a flat. So I can look at it and say, all right, well, it's a little unusual, but I can recognize something here. And I know, okay, well, I don't want to if this is going to go, I don't want to give this a lot of room here, because if it's going to break, well, there's the next spot it would break to. 50 would be where algos are going to kick in. So I'd be hurry up and wait there myself. Crypto Mountains, good work though. All right, you got a tough one. That was a tough one to first post up, because that could no way to make a distinction between those two. All right, so Awanahi. I haven't seen him for a while. What are we doing here, Awanahi? Let's get that up. Okay, let me keep going. How are we on time? 1:30. All right, we only have 2 more, then we'll be done. What did the market do? Oh. Not a whole lot, I guess. Bitcoin's down a bit. All right. So Awanahi's giving me AVE. All right. I know his work is good. So let's see what we got here. I can dig in. Awanahi's paying attention. Kind of didn't quite get there on that one. All right, in the pocket. Interesting. All right, so here's where the algos are active, right? Right in here. Here's their target here. They didn't quite get there. What stopped them? The 50 from below. This 50 stopped them, right? It's to the tick. Oh, Jesus, where are we in this? Oh, I got to pull back here. This looks good. What do we got here? Well, there's your old classic. It's going to the moon. I'm going to long it on the breakout. Okay, I'm going to pull that one off. Oh, you gave me nice big fat lines here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into a double top. We got to like that. W. Oh, that's good work there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a diag. Oh, sexy. Okay, now we got, how do we do this? We're going to go A. Okay. All right, what I just said, I practiced Dirty Elliott. That's a little Dirty Elliott there. Okay, I don't know that I'd do it that way. I might do WXY. Fuck. Okay, we get to our pivot here. There's the X. So it's a 3, right? We could maybe agree to disagree on how to count it, but at the end of the day, it's a 3. Little complexity in there. A, B, C, double top. Well, you got double top, double top, double top. Looks like that's a 707 or 786. Just in between, right? So we don't have an algo here. Right? We broke on the way up. Looks like you got a double break. So it looks like you got a break from the low. right? You didn't get to target here, and then we broke it here. So you got a little chop vest. Trust me, they don't care. Okay, so swing, golden zone. So they've already got that one. Okay, so golden zone, log golden zone hit. So we are in log scale. All right, so we have a contender for this to be in, but it looks like he doesn't think it's done. Okay, so there. Let's go to a 2 hour. So there's the B. I'm going to raise that up here a second. Okay, so A seems valid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leading diag, extension in the fifth. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we got an A, B, C. That's really nice work. 1, 2. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2. Fuck, how are we doing this here? Where's your 3? Okay, so we're still seeking that 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, all right, so I like this as a completed impulse. Well, so this is we're stretching a little bit the edge here of what, right? Again, it's not that it's not possible, but this is what he's looking for right here. Okay, maybe, right? So you already see that. Okay, this is a whole lot going on in the internal impulse that we're trying to get done. Maybe too much, right? So the length of the 3 would be huge, right? This would be 6.618. Massive 4 relative to the 2. Okay, maybe. So the count would have to force me to get to that same conclusion. Oh, we got an X here, so we're looking for a. I want to complete here. 5. I'd tell you what, Awanahi, I'm a little more inclined to think here I've got a diag going in here. A, B, C. I mean, this is good work here. It's just that we're getting the ranges are getting pushed. That would be. We need an A, B, C. This would be A, B. That could be, well, if we need a C, we need a 5. So I see what you're trying to get to. It's just very bearish if that's what we're. Well, you got a 2 way the hell down here. Hang on a second. Hang on. Where are we trying to get to? Oh, fuck, we're there. All right, this is where we're trying to get to. All right, now let's get back in there. So we're already there. Could we be done here? So why not, right? So I'm looking here. Well, I need an ABC, and then I just hit the 50. So what's the problem? Well, let's just a couple things, right? So let's look here. Where would I be right here? In between the 618. Any geometry I can lean on? Yeah, there it is. So you see the it's not quite a golden, but the corner pocket getting its 80% right there. Kind of tempting to put the Y there and the 2 there, but then you'd have to finish this. Let's see, what's their alternate? I'm with you. It would have to be A, B, C. So we have to finish that. The 50. So we got it. We'd have to get done there. So let me get back in there and see if we can get that done, right? So look at the ingredients here, right? So the C being short, but you're at the 50. You just tag the median line, and you're coming off of that with that little reaction here. I'd be more inclined to think that I finished down here, if I can. Which is back to where I was just looking at it, right? So I would be thinking, oh, I got that. There's my C. here. Now, what's coming off of that? All right, we need a 5. Let's see if we've got it, if we can make that work. Could we get a diag to start leading diag? That's the question of whether that 3 is long enough. Is it? Doesn't look like it is. It's not. Shit. A, B, 1, 2, 3. I want to be done down here, but maybe I can't be. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's just think here. This looks like you can finish this one. One, two, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. And that feeds into the count that he's got, so maybe we can't do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, unless we were truncating there. Maybe we can't do it. 1, 2, 3. Did we overlap? We did overlap. So already we got to do everything as a ABCs. So this has to be, this can't be right since we've got the overlap. It's not always there, right? It's first glance. Oh, let's see. We definitely broke it, right? So there's the break, but we tagged the golden zone. So, okay. Well, that means you got to look at it differently. Okay, so can we do the whole thing as a diag, which we can? ABC, ABC. Fuck. Well, I don't want to go ABC, and it looks like there's an impulse in that, so I don't really have the right. Fuck. How am I going to finish that? AB, I need 5. Maybe he's giving it to me, and I'm not willing to see it. 2, 3. I don't like that either. I like that. That's completed. You might have it. We might be just. I don't love it, but I think this might be our best bet here. Is that this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So I guess you have it. Well, maybe a little bit different to the way you have the count. So it looks like we need one more down. All right, we're thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. Golden zone. Why not? From this golden zone, here's its target right here. This is the 80% is already realized, so it'd only be a function of if there was another one here, which there would be, right? So we'd have a golden corner right here. Wouldn't that be nice? Right there. So all of this, I think, puts the 2 back down here. All of that goes, all of that goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so here's the trade. Swing, retrace, golden zone. Oh, how else might we look at that? Right? Structure, swing, retrace. Right, it's all the market ever does. Swing, retrace, swing, retrace. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. I think you're right on. I think you had it the whole time, and I was fucking around with it. Just make sure you had it right, but it looks good. I kind of maybe a little bit differently. So I think slight modification of what you have, but this is the tell. This is telling. Now, if we break here, I wouldn't stand in the way of that. But come on down. There it is. We're coming back up. Nice work, Awanahi. All right, so for AAVE, which I know a lot of people love that one. Okay, we'll finish up with George. Oh shit, we're back on this one. I think you gave me this yesterday. Oh, maybe I fucked up the folders. I'm going to get it right. Okay, he's giving me his folders here. I'm going to get this right. All elements are in folders. I know. All right, let me get it. Make a copy here, and this is our last one. We'll wrap it up. Okay, so. All right, George, where are we here? This one. There we go. Okay. All right, I got a lot of folders to dig into. Come on. All right, so I got 7 folders. Okay, so I got to do this the way he's teaching me how to do this. Okay, so what? Okay, wait a second. What the fuck are we doing here? George, what is going on there? Where's your Elliott? Okay, let's go to the weekly. Is that what's on? Okay, we got that. All right, well, we can't, unless, I don't know what you're thinking there. So I'm not sure what you're thinking there. All right, let me keep looking here. What I got here? I got detail there. Okay, I got it. Now I got 4-hour detail, so I got to go to the 4-hour. Okay, I like this. I like these folders. I think Money Crypto uses them really effectively. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So we're going to overlap here. But these, okay, we can't do that. We can't just call them 3, 4 out of nowhere. It's whatever this is, it's not really relevant, right? Because if that's when it hit the exchange and then we start from here, which you're doing, right? But you wouldn't call it 3, 4, right? Without a 1. You know. Okay, so we got that. Okay, so let's just force of habit, right? It's a good habit to get into, right? Wick off your 1. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, don't make it. Okay, ABC. Looks like we have a clean count there, and so since it's not a diag, I just standard ops, I'd pull from the 2 right in the pocket. Oh, looks like, right, if you're just pulling that over, the initial resistance. Oh, we're through. Now we're back down. Tagging the golden zone there, so you have kind of an ugly golden corner right there. Got a good target. 4, 5. Oh, I'd be curious to see how this looked relative to the low down here as well. What do I got? Oh, that's some sexy confluence right there. You got to be a technical geek to think that's sexy. Oh, but look at the overlap here. Okay, so we're really at the end of the day, what do we have here? We got a swing and a retrace in a 3. Why would you not take that trade? I mean, if you're looking for a setup, what you got massive confluence down here. You've got a corner pocket, right? If not a golden to the tick, pretty damn close. I got a 5 that comes off of it, right? So how many times have you guys seen me do this? Say, well, if it comes down to that golden zone here, I wouldn't take it right there. I'd wait for that first 5 to come off and I'd take the retrace, right? So there it is right in your face. Who's looking for a trade? Well, it's as good as any we've looked at. Nice work here, right? So it gets that little leading diag into the 1, 2, right? Got the separation here. It's good looking work, George. You're getting better and better all the time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got all that 5 here. So, and you knew the expanded B. Oh man, getting very good. Love to see that. You know, the fun part is I get to see the members progressing, right? Because I see their initial charts, and then what they start putting up, and it gets better and better and better. I'm like, oh, you know, kind of little joys of this thing we do, right? So, well, you're kind of in the middle of nowhere down here. Yeah, I'm with you here. I mean, you could do it as a W, but we don't need to yet because your B is far enough, right? So that's a good call here. So 1, 2. Well, let's label it, which I'll bet you did, but I'm not in that folder yet. So this is going to be your. Did I get a 4-hour? I already have the 4-hour. Okay, so we're looking for that to finish for that 2 down here, right on the edge of the median line. Right now, this is not that hard, right? So now here's where this is a little trickier, right? So the algo doesn't care that that's an expanded B, right? It's just going to use the dominant, right? So be mindful of that, right? Because if you're pulling for an Elliott wave, yeah, you're going to use the top of the 1. But if that's not what we're doing. We're pulling for what the algo is going to do, right? We're trying to fit, right? We fit the Elliott into the algo, not the algo into the Elliott, right? Important distinction. So there's your C right there. Let's get that up a degree so it makes sense, right? So there's the 5. Boy, I mean, you know, you could put Well, put volume profile on here. You know you're going to have a high volume node here because we stalled here. So if that comes down, you got a nice channel that's coming. Right, so down into the corner here. So get your 4. Right, so again, I see what you'll notice is it's the same thing every time. Okay, 3, 4. You'd actually want that 3 to go a little further. But market might not give you exactly what you want. So there's your high probability zone. There's the 4. Maybe you're only going to get the 50 here for the 2. You can't assume always, it's going to be golden zone, even though that's the dominant, right? That's where you're going to find the majority of them. 50 just as responsive because that's where they start. So if it comes down here, you got to be prepared, right? If you want a dollar cost average into this. As a matter of fact, Grant F had a great technique. He was splitting. What the fuck was he doing? I think what he did was he took the difference between the 618 and the 707, and he came up with he split that in half again. So he had layers in here for dollar cost averaging. I don't think you would do that necessarily between the 50 and the 618. I think he did it down here. Kind of interesting idea for dollar cost averaging into a trade like this, because this is what you're looking for here. But what if it keeps going golden zone, right? We get a little breakdown here, or we tap the outer edge of the median line. You got to be prepared to say, well, I'll take a piece of it here. I'll take another piece here. I'll take a final piece here. Nice way to do it. Stop under the, here. You could use that pivot right there, because if it goes too far, we just want to let it go and then wait. Okay, if I get a pivot, okay, then I'll take it on that. Right? I'll get there eventually. I'll take the small, I'll take the jab. I'm not going to let it hurt me. I'm not doing this. That hurts. That doesn't hurt. I mean, I don't like it, but that's not going to ruin my day. This might. Right? If it does that, stopped out. Okay, well, all right, let's revisit it. Now, what comes off of it? In the same way that right here, what comes off of it? Right? Do I want to buy that? Well, shit. Do I want to buy it? Well, I don't know. Let's see what comes off of it. 5. 3. Okay, so if you didn't take this, you waited, you sat here through all of that, like, oh, come on, give it to me, give me the 2. Now it comes down here, and what happens? Right? Oh, fuck, I can't buy it. It's going down. You gotta just pull the trigger, right? If you get that set up, if you want to be conservative. Now, what are we on, a 4-hour? You go down to a 30-minute. Okay, do I get a little 5 off of that? Right? Can you absorb that loser right there? Right? That's the loser. Can you absorb that relative to what you're looking to make? 3 to 1. That's assuming that's all you're going to get out of it. All right, go up and get the top. What do we got? 4 to 1, 5 to 1. It all starts to come together. Oh, what did I get there? Well, if that's 1, 2, that's not going to be 3. So, oh shit, I missed the 1, I missed the 2. Oh, but guess what? There'll be a 2 in the 3. Convenient. Oh, I missed that one. Well, you can get the next one. No, I missed that one. Oh, you can get the 4. Oh, fuck, I missed that one. Oh, you can get the C. Always another trade coming. So, which is why I come back to, don't get so wrapped up in the outcome of any one trade. There's always another one coming. Okay, guys, I think we wrapped it up there. I went a little bit long. God, a lot of ranting today. We good?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. All right, thanks for hanging out with us. All right. Oh, we didn't know. Okay, cool. All right. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. I always hope you get a little nugget or 2 out of it. Lots of good setup ideas in here, right? Maybe you've just a few little ideas occur to you. It's not so much that I'm giving you the right count. Maybe what I'm giving you is the way to approach the count. My counts are wrong often, right? Shit, I have members correct me on counts. Right, I'm not here to tell you I'm the perfect Elliottian. I'm not. I call it dirty Elliott. So it's as I say, you want to know the rules, and then if you're going to fray the edges on a few of them, at least know what you're doing. Okay, guys, that'll wrap it up. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. What's up? Oh, get Monte Crypto tomorrow, right? Don't miss that one.
I'm back tomorrow.
He's back full throttle tomorrow, so you'll get some interesting stuff, and so be sure to catch that. I'll be back on Friday for an update on Bitcoin, and we'll see you guys later.